Good evening. This is All India Radio Kohima. I'm Jonas Yantan with Evening News. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi returns to Delhi after visits to Germany, Denmark and France. Union Minister of State for Electronics and IT, Rajeev Chandrasekhar, holds interactions in Mon on Nagaland visit. Centre prepares new draft National Youth Policy. And nominations for Padma Awards-2023 to remain open till September 15. Now the news in detail. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today returned to Delhi after concluding his successful visits to Germany, Denmark and France. It was the Prime Minister's first visit abroad in 2022. In Berlin, Modi held bilateral talks with the Federal Chancellor of Germany, Olaf Scholz, and the two leaders co-chaired the 6th edition of the India-Germany Intergovernmental Consultations. On the second leg of the visit, Modi travelled to Copenhagen and participated in the second India-Nordic Summit hosted by Denmark. The bilateral component of the visit included talks with Danish PM Mette Frederiksen as well as an audience with Queen Margaret II. During the visit, Prime Minister also attended an India-Denmark business forum and addressed members of the Indian diaspora. On his return journey yesterday, Modi briefly stopped over in Paris and met French President Emmanuel Macron. Union Minister of State for Electronics and IT, Rajeev Chandrasekhar, who is on a 3-day visit to Nagaland, arrived at Mon district yesterday. In a tweet, the Union Minister said he travelled to Longwa village at the Burma border today, where he conducted a review of central government schemes along with Rajya Sabha MP S. Pangnon Konyak, District Administration, the DC and SP. He said the meeting also carried out planning to ensure that all beneficiaries get the benefit of every scheme and program. Union Minister Chandrasekhar said he met members of the Longwa Village Council and interacted with the district president and Karyakartas of BJP at Longwa. PIB, Kohima, updated that the minister shared the vision of PM on transforming North-Eastern region as an engine of growth for India's economy. He also emphasized on the government's focus in developing remote towns and villages like Longwa. Earlier this morning, the Union Minister, along with Rajya Sabha MP S. Pangnon Konyak, this morning interacted with the youth over a breakfast meeting and apprised them about the opportunities that Digital India and Scale India has in store for them. Union Minister Rajeev Chandrasekhar also visited the Mon District Hospital and interacted with doctors and frontline workers. The central government has prepared a new draft on national youth policy. The draft policy envisages a 10-year vision for youth development that the country seeks to achieve by 2030. The Ministry for Youth Affairs and Sports said it is aligned with the Sustainable Development Goals and serves to unlock the potential of the youth. The draft policy seeks to catalyze widespread action on youth development across 5 priority areas, including education, employment and entrepreneurship, youth leadership and development, health, fitness and sports, and social justice. The Department of Youth Affairs has sought comments and views on the draft policy from all stakeholders. The nominations for Padma Awards-2023 will remain open till 15th of September this year. The Padma Awards, namely Padma Vibhushan, Padma Bhushan and Padma Shri, are amongst the highest civilian awards of the country. Home Ministry said that online nominations and recommendations for the Padma Awards 2023 was opened on 1st of May, which will be announced on the occasion of Republic Day next year. The award seeks to recognize work of distinction and is given for distinguished and exceptional achievements and services in all fields of art, literature and education, sports, medicine, social work, science and engineering, public affairs, civil service, trade and industry. This news comes to you from All India Radio, Kohima. You can also listen to this news bulletin on News on Air app and YouTube channel AIR News Kohima. To commemorate the celebration of 75 years of India's independence, Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, we present India at 75 quiz with AIR News Kohima, a special quiz on India's freedom movement and its glorious history every Thursday in the Evening News Bulletin. And here goes our question of the week for English News Bulletin. A brave commander assisted Queen Viramangai Velu Nachiyar, the first female ruler to resist the British colonial power. This commander led the Queen's army and sacrificed her life to save the Queen and her land. I repeat, a brave commander assisted Queen Viramangai Velu Nachiyar, the first female ruler to resist the British colonial power. This commander led the Queen's army and sacrificed her life to save the Queen and her land. Who is this valiant commander? Listeners can send their responses to the question to our email airnewskohima.india75@gmail.com or WhatsApp to 9485239950 along with name and address. The first correct answer received from participants will be selected as the winner and will be announced in tomorrow morning news at 7:30 a.m. Naga People's Front NPF Bugopudo Division has been dissolved after passing a resolution during a divisional meeting held today. In a press release, it stated that a step was taken to demonstrate support to the elected representative Y. Vikeho Su, MLA, 13 Bugopudo Assembly Constituency, along with the COPs in the NPF Central Office from Bugopudo Division. The release said erstwhile members of the NPF have further resolved to join the Nationalist Democratic Progressive Party NDPP en masse to strengthen the leadership of Chief Minister Nipirio and NDPP President Chinwang Konyak. It may be noted that Vikeho Su was among the 21 NPF MLAs who defected to NDPP last month. The Nagaland Board of School Education has informed that the meritorious students of HSLC Examination 2021 batch who are eligible for the Chief Minister's Meritorious Scholarship Fellowship may download the form and bond certificate from the board website nbscnl.edu.in under information/scholarships. It has asked duly filled-in forms and bond certificates to be emailed to cmmsf50ng@gmail.com on or before 10th of this month. The board said details of the eligible students are required for availing the first installment of the scholarship, and the list of eligible students is made available on the board website. Nagaland Board of School Education NBSE has reiterated its call for all schools to properly disseminate awareness on plastic waste management with regard to the ban of single-use plastics. This was done in pursuance of the government's notification of 11th March 2022 on imposing ban on single-use plastics in Nagaland. In this regard, the board has directed all institutions to inform and educate the students about the drastic impacts of waste from plastics and plastic products which can lead to human health hazards, environmental pollution, including deterioration of natural environment beauty, entanglement and death of aquatic organisms, and sewage system blockage, as well as to adopt measures to avoid its usage. Further, NPSC asked all heads of institutions to take measures to practice plastic-free campus and advocate elimination of single-use plastic items as given in the academic calendar 2022. Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Package, insurance scheme for health workers fighting COVID-19, has been extended for a period of 180 days from 19th of April. District Task Force Zenobudo said the extension has been granted on existing terms and conditions, keeping in view that the pandemic is yet to abate and that death of health workers deployed for COVID-19 related duties are still being reported. And now, end the news. Here are the main points again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi returns to Delhi after visits to Germany, Denmark and France. Union Minister of State for Electronics and IT Rajeev Chandrasekhar holds interactions with Mon on Nagaland visit. Centre prepares new draft National Youth Policy. And nominations for Padma Awards-2023 to remain open till September 15. That is all we have in this evening news bulletin. Good night.